Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of Let's Play Fear. As always, with me is Dalton. Say hello.
Hello.
And we are doing the PC version of this game. I did manage to get it to work. I was worried about that because I have I have recorded Fear in the past. And I recorded it a couple of years ago for a Halloween episode. I will turn down the in-game audio here in a little bit, as soon as I get to the menu. I recorded it for a Halloween episode, as you may remember, and I had a bitch of a time getting it to record on the PC version, because every single time that I would hit record, I would get all kinds of... the lights would glitch and flicker, and the textures would glitch and flicker in and out and stuff like that, and it basically made it fucking unplayable. I forgot to update it. It says I'm playing Secret of Mana. God damn it. Okay, sound.
Was the in-game audio pretty loud?
Can be. Especially like gunfights and stuff like that. Well, I'm gonna quit and then I'm gonna update this information and then continue recording. Anyway, yeah, it would flicker in and out and stuff like that. Edit streaming. Let's see. And I eventually just gave up, right? There we go. And I wound up recording the console version, the Xbox 360 version, which is actually a pretty decent version of this game. I mean, I don't begrudge you a bit if that's what you're playing.
I always heard it was a pretty good version at the time, especially. I also heard that the PS3 version is not really up to snuff.
Yeah, the PS3 version has all kinds of frame rate issues, as they tended to have early on in the PlayStation 3's lifespan, because programmers just weren't familiar with the fucking weird ass hardware, the cell processor in specific.
Yeah, because that came out a little later. I think that came out like a year after the initial release, or something like that.
Yeah, it was like a year later. Situation. A high risk alert has been issued. Mission. Fear team is to report for emergency briefing on the situation. You have been transferred to the unit as point man. This will be your first assignment with Fear. If you've never played this is an action horror first-person shooter. In 2002, the United States Army formed a secret unit dedicated to combating paranormal. I couldn't read all that. The unit was named First Encounter Assault Recon, and I'm not sure that Assault Recon actually makes any sense in combination.
Otherwise known as fuck everything and run.
Yep. But this was an action horror shooter that was widely praised for its enemy AI, its sound design, its the atmosphere, and how the weapons feel. Like, the combat is what really makes this extremely good. But the story's actually pretty interesting too.
Yeah, it has some twists and turns later on in the game. It's a pretty nice story for a first-person shooter.
Yeah. I may need to turn the audio up a little bit louder because it's very quiet now. It always takes experimenting from one game to another to know how loud I need the audio to be.
Yeah, it's very inspired by J horror, especially like the Grudge and
Yeah,
and whatnot.
Yeah, you remember when Japanese horror, every single Japanese horror movie had a creepy little girl?
Like
Probably
yeah,
in,
creepy little long-haired girl, and
yeah, probably inspired by the movie Poltergeist with the little girl just staring at the television, you know?
yeah, it's very yeah, very inspired by the trend at the time, like in the early to mid 2000s with like J horror coming into the West audience and whatnot.
It's kind of funny how the United States will do something and it'll inspire Japan, and they'll do something and that will inspire the United States again, who does just back and forth.
It goes yeah, it goes back and forth a lot.
And like the United States, we started having big animation studios, and Japan went, I want in on that. They created anime, and anime got big, and the United States started creating their own anime, you know?
It's like a nice healthy back and forth, making like good products for each of their cultures.
Yeah. I don't get into this whole, oh, just because it's the United States, this doesn't count. It's like a ripoff or whatever. Like, oh man, like, what was it? What was that one that Nickelodeon did? Uh,
Like
it
an
was
anime.
yeah, the it looked like anime, but it was American made.
I'm trying to think.
Avatar.
Oh yeah, Avatar. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that is like widely praised as one of the best cartoon shows of all time, and that's basically what it is.
Yeah, like it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. I mean, like it looks like an anime, but a lot of people argue that it's an anime because it's made in Japan. And there's this whole like debacle around that, but I mean that's another thing entirely. But yeah, like each culture inspires each other, which is pretty nice, and this is a really good example of that.
This is like we said, heavily inspired by early to mid 2000s Japanese horror with the creepy little girl trope. That's what Alma Wade is in this game. She is about the creepiest creepy little girl in the history of horror. You know?
Like just yeah, like horror, like just games in general too. I would say because
Yeah,
like I mean, like there's like this game is like kind of set up for like there's sections where you fight enemies, of course, and there's like little sections where you're getting like jump scares and like there's
and
like
in
little
psychological
sections.
horror.
Yeah, like there's like this there's a nice like pacing in the game
Yeah,
where it kind of like paces out the horror elements, and you're not constantly bombarded with horror or constantly bombarded with like action oriented sections. It's a nice balance.
yeah. I need to turn the audio up a bit. I can't hear what they're saying. Basically, there's this psychic guy named Paxton Fettel. That's him. That's Paxton Fettel, and he can control an army of clone troopers that he's like psychically linked to, and he's escaped, and you need to go get him and try to kill him.
Seems simple enough at first, but as you find out, it isn't that simple.
Yeah. Uh, this was this before Crisis. This was one of those can your computer play it games.
Yeah, true, touche.
Fear mission coordinator Rowdy Betters has tracked the enemy commander Paxton Fettel to an abandoned building in Auburn District. Hannibal 3 Hannibal, ironic name considering what we're about to see that Paxton Fettel has done.
Yeah, really.
Spy satellite in geosynchronous orbit shows no sign of replica soldiers. That's the clone soldiers, the replica soldiers in the vicinity. Mission: Fear combat operatives will infiltrate target site from two separate entry points and attempt to neutralize Fettel. According to Armacan, that's a massive company that is responsible for creating the clone soldiers. Technical advisor. Once Fettel is contained, replica soldiers will become inactive and will be rounded up without incident. And that actually is pretty true. Like when you eventually get to them in this game, You let me turn the audio back up a little bit. When you eventually get to him, like, you'll see. So I'm sorry that this took so long to get to. I wanted to start doing this for a while now, but I originally wanted to get a podcast with Eric out first, and that hasn't happened because he's been sick. Not coronavirus, something else, but it's not really my place to talk about it. Oh yeah, you can lean around corners in this game if you want to.
I guess that was a fairly new like mechanic in games.
Yeah, this also followed the Max Payne trend of slowdown, which,
Yeah,
in my opinion, this has the best use of slowdown of any game I have ever played, including Max Payne.
yeah, it's really satisfying. Just mowing down enemies with that shit.
Yeah. And you will want to use it liberally because the enemies are fucking sharp in this game. This has an this game literally has an MIT paper written about its enemy AI. I'm not even joking about that. It does.
Because it still holds up to this day. Even like I mean, like I can't even like the AI is like still better than like a majority of games like made like in this current year, even.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird to think about. Like for like a game this old. I mean, what is it? Well, like 15 years old at this point, pretty much, or like around that.
Yeah, it's 2005.
Yeah. What was I tell you?
And
Figured
there
out the magic.
and here is your first weird creepy vision.
Yeah, because I think also like a big point to point out is Monolith is a pretty like underrated studio in general, in my opinion.
They made
Because they got
Blood.
yeah, Blood and Condemned Criminal Origins, which came out the same year.
Yeah, which I have my problems with Condemned, but it also does a lot right.
Yeah, it's like a horror like beat 'em up, like a first person beat 'em up like forensic sort of game. But like they were on a roll in like their mid 2000s. Like everything they touched turned to gold. I mean, because they were pretty well versed in first person shooters even prior to this game.
Yeah, like we said, they did Blood.
Yeah, Blood and yeah, exactly.
And Blood was awesome.
Yeah, Blood's off. Yeah, I really need to finish that actually.
Blood is hard as shit, but it is
Yeah,
so much
it's,
fun.
I got to episode 3, I think. But I played on like the medium difficulty. I couldn't play on hard. It's really hard.
It really is. It like so much more difficult than like a standard Doom.
Yeah, oh yeah, very much so.
Okay, it does this where it just goes black. You see that?
Oh, is it just like the capture? Oh, when it like saves.
Yeah, when it like auto saves. Can I bust this window out? Yes, I can. Okay. You were born here in this place. I basically just at the beginning of this game I always it's been years since I played, but I always kind of run around and break all the fucking windows. There's no point to it. I just because I can. Boy, look at that reflection. That looked amazing back then.
Yeah, it's pretty good at the time. I can still put myself at the time. Like I can still like imagine how I would react at the time, which is a pretty good thing, I guess, for like these older games that I play.
Yeah, I mean, graphically it's not as advanced, but there are things about this that hold up extremely well. The sound design is still just fucking amazing. Like firing weapons, they sound so good in this game. It has some of the best weapons, and yeah, yeah. Remember when I was talking about the satellite being named Hannibal?
There we go.
There you
It's
go.
similar to Condemned as well when you like go into the first area of the game.
Yeah, The rest of it's more action packed than this. This is I don't think you fight a single enemy, but yeah, he's been munching down on this guy. And if you can catch a glimpse of him there.
There, yeah. Really well played.
And then you come out here and he's just gone. You will catch up to him eventually.
Yeah.
Look at that 70s ass car.
Rust
Yeah. So, yeah, he's been sick, and I wasn't able to get that recorded. We will, and that'll be top 10 games of the generation, and I know some of you are going to disagree with some of my picks, and that's fine, because I picked one that most people will be like, why did you pick that? And I'm going to put in as much gameplay into that as I can. Obviously, I don't know what Eric's picks are. So I may not own a game or two that he has that he picked. And if I don't, I can't put in gameplay of that particular game. But a little bit of lens flare there, that's kind of nice. That was really nice back in the day.
J.J. Abrams, take notes. Oh, you already did.
Yeah. And is this where he whacks you? There he is. He just pops out and just smacks you right in the head.
Nice little jump scare.
Yeah, I told you you'd run into Paxton Fettel.
Literally.
Deserve to die. And then you see your first replica soldier in this cutscene as well.
Yeah, this first portion of the game is kind of like slow. Kind of like it's like sprinkling in like the horror elements you see later in the game.
There's that 70s ass car again. Well, look at that draw distance. That was pretty fucking good for 2005. Yeah. Of course, this is the PC version. You can get away with more on a PC version. But the console version really is no slouch. It did look very, very good.
They really pushed the hardware for the time. Especially, it was like, I think this was like a launch title, I think.
I don't know if it was a launch title or if it was a launch window title, but it was one of the two.
Yeah, because I remember Condemned was a launch title, and that was developed by them as well.
Yeah.
This might have came out like maybe like 6 months later or something like that.
I've got Condemned 2, but I don't have 1.
Condemned 2, like, I know the major problem you have is the blocking, and Condemned 2, you can just hold the block button down and it works.
Yeah, like, the way it's supposed to work in 1 is like you hit it on time, and
It's all
but
timing, yeah.
either my timing is just atrocious, which I guess is a distinct possibility, or it's unreliable. I lean more toward it being unreliable because I could never, ever get it to work with anything resembling normalcy.
Yeah. I mean, like, when I used to play it as a kid, when I first got it, when it came out, like, I would actually never really block. I would normally just, like go backwards and try and dodge it. Which seemed to work for the most part, but like, if you actually do try to dodge, it's like really specific, like parrying in Dark Souls or something like that. Like, you have to be like on the nose with the frame, and like when to block. It is a really good game, though. Yeah, it's one of the most underrated series, in my opinion. There's only 2 games in the series.
Yeah, I've beaten the first one. I haven't played. I own the second one and haven't played it.
The second one is pretty good.
Did either one of them come to PC?
The first came. It was a 360 launch title, and also launched on PC the same day as well.
I love the helicopter reflection in the water, the blades and everything. That's cool.
Because I got it on PC when it
Yeah, I got the 360 version. And then you get the first person sliding down.
So finally get some action here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what resolution are you playing this on?
1920 by 1080.
Oh, at 1080.
Yeah, that's the highest resolution that I can because I don't have monitors that go above that.
Oh, you still use a 1080p monitor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't sure.